Okay guys, and welcome back to another sketchbook tour. This sketchbook is actually has fallen apart with time. It's one of my old ones from middle school. So we're gonna go through it basically and see the old art. I already went through it and took out the pages that had nothing on it. Alright, let's start with the first one. And keep in mind, a lot of these were when I first started doing art. I started in middle school and I copied a lot of what I saw online. So a lot of these are not my original ideas. I just copied them from online. So you'll see a lot of that in this. I used a lot of references heavily. So first page, we got Jasper. I was a huge Steven Universe fan, like unbelievably big Steven Universe fan. So you're gonna see a lot of Steven Universe in this folder or pile of papers, I guess now. Yeah, this one is probably one of the better drawings that I did. I probably used a reference for this. You can tell when I'm using a reference basically. And this looks like I'm using one. But I will not lie, I mean, other than the face looking a little off, the hair and the body kind of look fine. Like, I don't see anything super big wrong with them. Okay, yeah, this one I definitely didn't use a reference for, as you can tell. Let's just take a look at this. Alright. So we got Sardonyx. And this was one of my favorite fusions with Sardonyx, but I don't know, she's kind of ruined for me because I was young when I watched the show, so I didn't really understand the full context for what it meant when they fused into Sardonyx, and that, yeah, I didn't really understand the negative connotation that Sardonyx brought on. But anyways, this is a really shitty sketch. They're almost all sketches. I think only one or two are colored. Yeah, bad arms, bad anatomy, horrible. A barely finished drawing of Muffet. You're also going to see a lot of Undertale art in here. I kept this one because, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. The arms are meh, but the face looks pretty decent for my skill. I'm going to say that a lot, pretty decent for my skill level. Oh, this one's not so... You know what? This one's not that bad either. These are her hairline. Girl, you got some JoJo Siwa happening action right here. And yeah, that's all I can say really, is that her forehead is way too big. Like, holy shit. Just, if you uncover it, it's just gonna be like this much of forehead. Basically the same amount of forehead as face. The ratio is completely off. Garnet. Garnet was one of my favorite gems. Peridot was my favorite gem of all time, so there's a few Peridot doodles in here, but this is when I got a hold of some colored pencils, and you can tell I used a reference. I even recognize this pose from the art of them. But it's not too bad. The colors are pretty even. I gotta say, decent art. I'd say 5 out of 10, solid C. Well, I guess a C would be 7 out of 10 because that's 70%. I don't know. I guess it's an F tier if I think it's 5 out of 10. Here's some Amethyst. Amethyst was actually the first Steven Universe character I ever drew. I drew her before watching the show even. I just really liked her design. I liked her whip, and so I drew her. This isn't that drawing. Actually, I did draw her in this pose when I drew her for the first time, but this is not that drawing. I drew it in a spiral notebook or something. And I actually made a friend while I was drawing her because they recognized the character. And yeah, we became friends. So yeah. Oh, here we go. Peridot alert. Look, there's more Peridot to come. Oh yeah, my favorite one's coming up. Okay. Pudgy, tiny, weird arms, limbs. I'm sorry, what is that curve that's happening right there? But yeah, all around I'd give this one a 4 out of 10. Not really feeling it. I like how kind of weird her face looks though. Yeah, not much to say on that one. Okay, so this one I have a lot to say on. This was a comic idea I came up with, and I'm really hoping I was the one that came up with, and this isn't something I copied off the internet, but I'm like 90% sure I came up with this because otherwise I wouldn't redraw a comic. I don't think I've ever redrawn a comic like that before. But I had this idea because the joke was that Peridot always looks like Doritos, and Peridot finds some Doritos, and she's like having a midlife crisis or like an internal crisis, and Bill Cipher comes along. This is in a universe where they coexist apparently, but Bill Cipher comes along and picks up a Dorito, and she's like, they're harvesting us, and he goes, but that's me, like from Studio Ghibli's Kiki's Delivery Service. I don't know, I thought it was funny. I still kind of think it's funny. I would redraw it, but I hate Steven Universe now, so I would not redraw their characters. This is Malachite. Malachite was another character I really loved the design of. Like, she was gorgeous, but unfortunately the abusive relationship between Lapis and Jasper was not great, but lovely fusion design. This was something I definitely copied off the internet because I remember drawing it in a hotel when we were on a road trip. These were all done on a road trip, and I was looking at the reference, and I can very vividly remember it in my head. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up now. But yeah, this one is pretty decent, not too bad. I like the eyes, I like how like open they are, but then again I was just copying somebody else's art. So Sugulite was also was my second favorite fusion. I thought she looked so cool, so badass, but I don't know, I still kind of think she looks badass, but I don't like her design as much nowadays. What can I say? She's pretty cool, I won't lie, and I like that she's voiced by Nicki Minaj. I think that's pretty funny. But the art-wise, girl, what is that arm? Look at that. Look at that right there. What is... Oh no, that's stuck on. But girl goes... Too skinny for Malachite's... to be Malachite's arm. That's like a Sardonyx arm. Okay, so we got Disney-fied, or I don't even know, like Adult Swimified Lapis. She looks like she's high on meth. She looks like she doesn't know where she is, and she looks like she's being held at gunpoint. Like, you can't tell me. Look at that face. I don't know why, but I thought I ate when I fucking drew this. I was like, yes, I ate and left no crumbs. This is one that I definitely copied. I 100% copied this from the internet somewhere. This is obviously Bill Cipher and Dipper, my favorite. Like, I literally have a Bill Cipher tattoo. Like, he is my favorite character, so don't be surprised if you see him so much. And yeah, this is something I copied. It looks great, I won't lie. This literally looks like, minus the really weird limb proportions on Bill, like with all these long legs happening here, this doesn't look too bad. Like, it probably looks similar to my style now than it did back then, and that's how you know I was copying somebody. Invader Zim, but I think I forgot his arms. Man's got no arms. What can I do? I mean, I copied a reference, it looks pretty good, but I forgot his arms. Or is this his arm? Maybe this is his arm. I don't know, he looks armless. Yo, can I get a boneless Invader Zim, please? Oh, this is one that I left in, but I forgot to take out. Well, it's just I remember drawing this one too. It's a bit hard to see. But it's just Bill Cipher bugging Dipper going, hey, Pine Tree. Even though, literally, like, if Bill could, he'd be like, snatch that journal and destroy it or something. Oh, this is my very first persona. This was before I came out as transgender, so I had a male persona while I was identifying as a girl. And, you know, I'm surprised nobody noticed anything odd about that. Like, everyone was just kind of like, yeah, chill. And I don't even know why I didn't notice anything about that. I was just like, yeah, I wanted my persona to be a boy, whatever. I was like, I look back on this and I'm like, girl, how dense are you? But yeah, this is Liam. He basically had the exact same backstory that I have, aka my life story, was his backstory, because I couldn't come up with anything, and I was like, yeah, well, I mean, it's like, I'll just give him my fucking information. And so that's what I did. And you can see a little Bill. He kind of looks like Sans, I won't lie. Very much looks like Sans. That's because I was into Undertale at the time, probably why. Oh gosh, here we have Rainbow Quartz with her hot dog legs. You know, this right here, not too bad. Like, here. This by itself, that's not bad. But you look at the legs and you're like, oh honey, what were you doing? The speaker looks fine. This pose was definitely copied from the show, actually. And so is this pose from, like, her dancing. Ugh, what are those eyes? I didn't give them eyebrows. That's, like, the problem, is they have no eyebrows. That's, like, the main and I made her, like, half bald over it and stuff. And I'm like, I put her hairline way too high up. I was, like, all over the place with these drawings. Just close up of it. Yeah. Oh, here we got Mabel. So this was closer to what my style looked like when I wasn't looking at a reference. As you can see, no idea how to position hands at resting. I was just like, claws like this? Yes, please. But hey, it worked, I guess. Her face is kind of cute. It's not, like, amazing. It's definitely a middle schooler's art drawing piece. Like, perspective on the hair, the perspective of the body compared to the face compared to the hair is just off. Like, her hair should be, or her hairband should be, like, still visible over here, and it's crazy. It's crazy. You crazy girl. Here we have a drunk whale and a drunk goat, drunk on Jack Daniels. I don't really remember drawing this. I don't really know why I drew it, but I just thought you guys would want to see. Oh, and he's blowing the Jack Daniels out of his blowhole. I don't even know if you guys can see that because it's so light. Oh, more rose quartz. See, this is like a tricky video trying to remember all the names of these characters. I definitely liked her a lot, but I could not fucking remember to give her eyebrows apparently, and I gave her the hairline of, like, Larry David. So, arms? Hello? Like, this arm just disappears into the mound of hair. I did that a lot. I remember drawing, I was like, oh, I don't have to draw the hand if I just put it in the hair. And it worked. I mean, why is her hair so big? It's full of secrets. This was a more traditional drawing where it's just some girl in a dress and she's, like, flowing with the wind and stuff, and I'm like, okay, basic white girl, like, sorry, this is, like, the shit straight people draw. I don't know why this was in my sketchbook. Her elbow, ready to cut a bitch. Her fucking fingers, ready to cut a bitch. Like, oof. I will say, like, the flow of the pose is pretty good. The flow of the hair is pretty good, but it's just the anatomy that just makes it not great. Oh god. Oh my god. This is Opal, and look at these hands. These little sausage link of arms. And look at those hands. Sausage link arms. Oh my god, dude. I could not draw arms to save my life, and I still fucking struggle. I still struggle all the time. Here. And then, I mean, the bow looks nice. The bow looks decent. I did a decent job on that. Her face. Yeah, I don't know where she's looking. The rest of it, it's okay. The body looks... Ooh, actually, no, it doesn't. Where is your rib cage, darling? Like... Yikes. Okay, this one I debated keeping in. I literally was almost about to, like, throw this out because I'm like, no, I can't show people this. But yes, I will. This is Hamilton fan art of Angelica coming out Renge style of like platform, like a rotating platform as it rises, like Renge from Ouran High School Host Club. I'll put in a little picture of her on her platform for context. and it gave her like a little Sailor Moon dress that I never finished, and it just goes, work, work, Angelica. I'm dying. I hate this. I hate this so much. Look at these arms, dude. I'm gonna say this every time, but look at these arms. Look at that hand. Look at the back of her head. Like, oh my god, I could not draw. I could not draw. Oh. Oh no. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at her. She's like, she literally that one emoji. Oh my god. She's like, I don't care. When there's too much drama at school, all you gotta do is walk away. Yay, yay. That's what she's saying right now. She was like, I'm done. I've had enough. This is like a Sailor Moon character I tried to draw for my sister. I don't remember which Sailor Moon it is. Or which Sailor it is. I think it's Sailor Mars or something. But that's her. I was gonna draw her, never finished her. A lot of these never finished. That's how I was with my sketchbook. Now I do my best to like finish the whole page so I'm not wasteful. But back in the day, I was wasteful as fuck. So there's the face, not too bad, not too bad. There's a body, actually not too bad, but then we get to the legs and you know what, they're not too bad either. I'd give this a solid 6 out of 10. You know what, for anatomy, 5 out of 10. I changed my mind, I looked at it too hard. Okay, this I did while I was at my mom's friend's house. We were in Pittsburgh? No, we were in Pennsylvania. We were in Pennsylvania, and that's where my mom's friend lived, and she's an artist. And so I was like, while I was there, I was like looking at her art, and I was like, I want to try and do that. Like, I want to do her style. I want to try it. Did not work. Girl, what in the hell is that? What in the hell? Look at those eyes. They are so dead. Look at that mouth. It is like geometry up in here, dude. Look at all of these like so angular shapes. Like, that is not my style, and probably will never be my style. I hate basic shape styles like this. I mean, that is no shade to Celine, because Celine is actually an amazing artist and her style looks nothing like this. Believe it or not, the professional artist looks nothing like my middle school imitation. Her art is beautiful. Oh god, I didn't even see this one. That was a genuine reaction to seeing this fucking thing. Why is her mouth so low down? She looks like a wild thornberry with how low her mouth is. And what's up with the open eyes again? I like constantly give them eyes like they're on crack. I'm like, hello, and the ear down by her, like her ear is closer to her neck than it is to like her eyes, like height wise. This is just terrible. Oh, we got Senpai being kawaii as fuck boy. This is just a doodle, obviously not serious. No, I'm kidding. It is entirely serious. I totally was very dedicated while making this drawing. It took me like 17 hours to do. I really hope you guys appreciate it, and I really hope you guys don't hate on me for it. Here's more of me trying to follow Celine's style. Her style is gorgeous. My style is glorbus. I don't know, the opposite of gorgeous, but that still rhymes. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It's just basic sketches. I wish I had I have like hundreds. I'm just kidding. It's more like 10 sketchbooks at my mom's house that I can go through. This was the one that I had my hands on at the moment, so that's what we're doing. I'll do maybe other videos with other books. This was actually, I can't remember if Liam came first or if this lady came first, and I think her name was Mimi, and she was this housemaid, and that's it. That's all I made of her, but I had like a little face sheet and everything for her. Like, I gave her little face expressions. I tried to flesh her out a little bit. Yeah, her whole thing is that like her eyes were wide open like that. So that for once was not my art style looking ugly. That was a purposeful thing. That's what she's supposed to look like. She's on crack. Okay. Blow up doll lapis or something. I don't even know what this is. Those lips, oh my god, do you see those lips? Fish lips, I tell you what. This is just dirty, dude. This is like rough to look at. I don't even know what to say. Like, what was I thinking with these eyes that look... They look like she's ready to murder somebody. Oh my god. Oh, gross. Okay. So this is art that I did for a community-related play that I was in. Really fun. The production is great. Melodrama. But I drew, like, the art for the poster, and then some better artist like redrew my art and made it actually like easy to look at with the eyes, basically. So I gave them an idea and they did the good job, because that definitely was not me doing the good job. But yeah, so this is Cadwell Von Fowl, and this is his partner in crime, Lickpenny. A doodle page, I'm assuming, of crystal gems. Hey, there's me. I don't know why I have a mullet. It went back in like 2015, 2014. I drew myself with a mullet. Look at that. That's crazy. That's what I look like right now. Just give it glasses. I didn't have glasses at the time. But yeah, ugly. Little Bill, as to be expected. Oh, here is I don't even know if you can make it out, but here's the eye. There's the other eye. There's the mouth. Blocked it out, but you can still see it, how ugly it looks. Yup. Another Garnet. As you can see, she looks stoic as ever. I probably didn't use a reference for this because the anatomy's a little off. She looks a little meh. It's a little light to show anyways, like it's hard to see. Oh, here is when I love Gorillaz. Dude, my favorite band. I had a fan account for like years, dude. It was, and I reached like 2,000 followers on it, and then I kind of fell out of the fandom. I'm still a huge fan of Gorillaz, but here's some of the art that I made back in, let's see, do I have a date on any of these? No. Back in probably 2014, 2015. Yeah, this is 2D. And another one that I have a reference of is another 2D. And I can just tell you right now, the noodle that is underneath this is ugly as hell because I didn't use a reference because I didn't have a reference. But you can tell like how well of an artist I am when I have a reference to look at least back then. And then compare it to this with no reference and you're like, what the hell happened? Yeah. I could not draw guns. I still really can't. I'm just practicing them with my watercolor paintings that I'm doing, but we'll see how they turn out. The anatomy, awful. It's just awful. And compare that to something that has a reference and you're just like, why would you ever draw without a reference? I don't know. I don't know why I did. Oh, this one's for school. This one is of Greg Universe back when he was younger and like hot. I don't know. I could tell that this was not it, and so I did not finish it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it. Well, I wish I did, so I had like more to talk about it, but where's his shoulder compared to this shoulder? That shoulder is so small. And where's the rips in his shirt? And why does he have sausage legs? Or legs, limbs? Why is his finger like sausage? And why is his eye like he on crack? And where's his eyebrows again? Like... I'm just forgetting every Steven Universe character's eyebrows, apparently. And where are her eyebrows? Look at this noodle. No eyebrows. Browless. Like, how many of these did I forget the eyebrows in? I'm like, looking back, I'm like, I don't even know how many times... Oh my god, even in that flowing one, I forgot the eyebrows. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just looking through how many I had. Yeah, not my best. Definitely not my best. Love you, Noodle. My last one is my second redraw of the Cadwell Von Fowl and Lickpenny art. I would just like to say the improvement from this to this, at least, is something to be happy about. And I am happy I can end it on a good note of improvement in my art, visibly. As you can see, still not the best. Definitely could be improved in a lot of ways, but compared to the original, much better. Much better. And I'd like to close that out. I'd like to say that that is the end of my tour. Yep, that's the end of the sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you had fun looking at my old art and cringing with me, because Lord, that art is very cringy. I don't know, I could bear I was like, seriously, like, man, is this even worth making a video on? But I was like, yeah, I think it'll be funny, and I hope it was. But yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to follow my Instagram and Twitter, linked down below, or join my Discord, I believe also linked down below. And feel free to follow for more video content. So I hope you enjoyed. Farewell. Goodbye.